I love it.
Hey,
Live!
Hey.
Hi.
Now,
Hi, everyone.
hi everyone. But we
Hey,
might have
everybody.
photoed a
You
few
just said
things
hi. I didn't hear
time-wise and stuff like that in our posts
Why am I
because,
sideways?
well, Tam's just nattering away. What do you got to say, Tam?
What?
What? What? It's a fucking
I'm just
miracle.
looking
It's a
at the
miracle we're all there at the
video
right time.
Look. Wait. What?
What? What?
Oh, night
What?
What?
What? What?
The daylight savings time just started in Australia and everyone's going to get it at a different time. So the UK is going to lose it. I think the US is going to lose it and it's going to throw everyone's time out.
Well,
so we're lucky
time
we're
last
all here
year-
in one spot.
This time last year, me and Liam turned up an hour late.
Yep. But no matter, we're here, we're doing the show. We've got stuff to talk about.
Yes,
I'll start with our special guests.
Thank
Hello,
you.
Tam.
ETF.
Hey, Frank, how are you, mate?
Good, real good.
How's your week been, brother?
It's been a week. I can't wait for the armada of ships that are in the Pacific to actually be able to get into port. So these auto manufacturers can get parts, and I can be done hauling, used car garbage.
Yeah, shipping now to Australia is worse than it has ever been through this whole COVID bullshit.
Oh, I believe it.
Everything's gone to shit. The post has gone to shit. Everything's gone.
Well, Australia Post have actually suspended parcel pickups from businesses for the next 7 days because the volume of parcels is too much for them to handle.
Everyone got an apology from the Royal Mail.
When did the world get so fucking lazy?
That's because everyone can take advantage of COVID. That's all it is. Lazy bastards who thought, actually, I could get 10 days off work here by just saying I've just tested positive. So that's what they do.
Yeah.
But it happens.
Really
it happens.
quick.
But I mean, I've had.
Stop. Just so I don't have to type it. Rocky Toonie. I don't know if they're discontinuing it, but Bull City Flavors has all of super concentrates half off. So I know you like their coffee, so check it out.
There
you go. That was more important than everything else at that point.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, I wanted to show him that.
No matter. Tam, how's your week been, my dear?
Same as usual, same old same. I'm here and I bought a new winter coat. I haven't done it yet.
Woo!
$75 off. Can't complain about that.
No, well, yeah, no, I did. I got a deal on it, and it's faux fur, and it's
Box
of
fur.
course it's my
Faux fur.
Faux fur, and it's my my color. What is it?
Black.
Teal.
Black and tan worker
Beige.
print. Faux fur.
Terracotta.
Ofer, Zip, how's your week been? I'm glad to see you survived.
Yes. Oh, and I got a mod this week.
Wait, she's not finished.
Oh,
what is it?
My camera's like laggy.
It's so you're so laggy.
Yeah, I'm very laggy. I'm not.
It's like you're doing robotics. It looks good though.
Yeah. I got the Lost Vape DNA 100 Hyperion.
Single battery.
Yes, it's a single 21700, but whenever they come out with the next DNA that's above this, definitely if you don't like the lower, but it goes to 100 watts, this DNA, not a 75 where the other ones. This one goes to 100, but whenever they have the next one come out, which will be, I don't know when, get it. I'm gonna get it, but this is an amazing mod. I love it. Awesome.
Okay.
cool.
So my week has been good. No injuries other than the last one, which is now healing.
Which was bad enough.
Which was bad enough. And bonus for me, my buddy now has to do the tag pulling.
Hey!
Good.
Sweet.
Except for now, I traded one danger for another. So now I've got to tag Psycho Pigs twice.
Yeah, that top you're wearing makes it look like you're strapped to your chair.
I am strapped to my chair. No.
So you don't fall out.
But other than that, we don't want to.
Well, it's happened before. It's happened
No, I've
before.
seen
So,
it,
I know.
Safety first.
Other than that, my week's been good. Other than other shit going on, but I'll survive.
Cool. Nick, Steph, welcome aboard. I think this is the first time, Nick, that Steph's officially been on the show. She's always been off to the side and just a hand saying hi.
Yeah, hello to the crudes.
But it's not actually Steph, it's a cartoon character. So can we say that this is actually Steph's real? I don't know. Not real.
Think she's going to sing for us. I'm not sure.
Yes.
No.
So, Steph, go.
No, you did say.
Let it go. Let it go.
No.
Fair call then. Nick will sing because he's the god of singing if you ask him. Liam, how's your week been, my friend?
Same old. Nothing new. Just plodding
Nothing
along.
new in the
A week.
Well, I mean, there was there was Ratgate.
Oh yes, Ratgate.
You haven't, you
Who can forget Ratgate?
yeah, Ratgate was pretty big.
Kept me awake for 2 nights.
I know what you're talking about now. I had to think about that.
Oh,
Is this the one where you had to explain to your little boy how the boy rats and the girl rats work?
no, because he already said when I said that we had a female rat, we bought 4 rats. One, they were all supposed to be male. One of them is actually female. How the guy that sold them to me missed the balls on the rats, I don't know, because male rats.
Well, I can't
are
say them
obviously
being real
male.
big.
No, they are. They're blatantly
That's a
obvious.
big bollock.
Yeah. But when we said that we got a female and she may be pregnant, hoping she's not, but she might be. The first thing he said was,
I've said that before.
Yeah. The first thing he said was, how's she going to feed the babies? I said, well, we don't have to buy milk or anything. He went, oh yeah, they suck on her titties.
Because he was setting you up just so he could say
Yes,
that,
he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
It's like,
You
yeah, I
fell
got
for
to
it.
say titties.
Kitty!
Hey, Kev, how's your week been, my friend?
Yeah, great week. I had a whole week off. It was fantastic.
Thanks.
Can you look more
Lazy week.
You do a lot more relaxed.
Yeah,
You kind of look a little bit younger. It's like it's taking years off you just having a week off.
He did
It's
look
a filter,
really,
mate. It's a filter.
Yeah, I knew that. I was just trying to make
Yeah,
you
it's a
feel
filter.
better, but you just fucking totally threw it back at me. Jesus.
Yeah,
he was relaxed until he got his coffee machine. Then he was
I was
jittery
about to
as
say,
fuck.
I did treat
I
myself.
fucking
to a
love
new
coffee.
toy.
Love
I
it.
don't-
Love it.
It's amazing. Yeah, no, but I bought myself a bean to cup automatic coffee machine, which makes the best cappuccinos I've ever had.
You cannot beat freshly ground coffee. You can't.
It's the tits. It is
Really
so
is.
good. I'm so pleased I bought it.
Yeah.
Because I was a bit. Do I really need it? Do I really want it? But
Don't know
yes,
until
I
you've had
really
one.
need it,
Until you've
and
had
yes, I
one.
really wanted it. So
Until you've
Yeah,
had a
and 170 shots later that day, you were like,
Well,
yeah.
it took. Yeah, I mean, it's got loads of like settings and things that you can tweak. How fine the grind is, and
Yeah, that's right.
like how hot the water is, and how long it brews for, and
But-
all of this sort of stuff. So it took a fair amount of like coffees before I got happy with it, and by that point, I was shaking.
But
what we all want to know, and probably everyone in chat wants to know, is how many times have you shit yourself?
I've not actually shit myself once, but I'm
Did
more
you come
regular
close?
than I ever have been.
Did you get that feeling? Oh, that's
I'm-
not far. I'm not doing
I'm
that.
a twice a day person now.
does it have a timer on it so you can wake up to freshly brewed coffee to the smell of it?
It doesn't. Yeah, because there's so
Being
many
the
coffee
wife.
options. You can't set it to start with a coffee, but you can set the machine to come on and be ready for you just to walk over and push a button. So it
Oh.
like heats everything up and gets everything ready. So you can set an auto on. Yeah. And there's like an auto off, and it goes into eco mode and all the rest of it. So
Is
you
it
can leave it on all
Bluetooth?
day.
Because you can get Bluetooth ones.
It's not Bluetooth.
You can sit in bed
that
and
would
actually just go. Oh.
Seriously, like to add the Bluetooth thing for it would have cost me about another 400 quid, and I just
It's almost
Oh
worth
my
it.
gosh.
I don't
Yeah,
fucking
think-
I saw the
Nah,
prices on some
Yeah,
of
well,
those.
Bluetooth's got a limited range, mate. What if your bedroom is just outside?
Well, exactly
Wireless
that.
then.
It's
Wireless
not. It's not.
connectivity.
This is quite a large house, and the bedrooms are a long way away from the kitchen. So
You need wireless
No,
connectivity for that extra 15 minutes in bed. Just lie there and go, where's it got? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Do you
still,
know, I would love it. I would love it if Kev's coffee machine was hooked up to the wireless, because I would hack his router just to make fucking coffee all the time.
Yeah,
More
give me a
coffee,
shit
more
every time I
coffee.
wanted one.
You don't even shit yourself black.
well, I mean that £400 Bluetooth. At least it sounds a lot more functional than the Bluetooth on the bloody battery chargers.
Yeah.
Where it just tells you the batteries are full, and you still got to walk over and take the batteries out anyway. So you may as well just check.
Yeah, that's rubbish. That's rubbish. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with the coffee machine. I am drinking very good coffee at the moment. So yeah,
Nice.
happy.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's kinda like
beautiful
the
So
app
long
I
as you're
have.
happy, we're happy.
Kind of like the app I have for my appliances. It almost every day tells me your oven needs cleaning. I'm like, well, then fucking clean it.
Yeah.
don't tell me
what
about
am I, you maid?
it.
Your oven tells you it needs cleaning.
Ours does.
Yeah,
We've
but
got AJ, that tells us.
it must be like time wise or something, because
Yeah.
the oven hardly ever gets used, so it's not like it's.
However,
needs
if you set the oven cleaning mode, ours always trips the electric because it uses about the power of the sun to do it.
It heats it up to about 4 million degrees.
Yeah,
and
I can
burns
feel
it.
it.
Yeah, oh,
here.
yeah.
And it's like downstairs in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Middle of the house
Yeah.
glows.
Oh, good. How's your week been, Pugs? And when you say it's been awesome, I'll tell you, liar. But no, go on.
It has been fucking shit. I am lucky to be alive, let me tell you, because I've had man flu since
Oh
Thursday.
yeah, the man flu.
It's a
Don't you
thing.
fucking start, woman. You have no idea. You with your giving birth to babies and stuff. It's fuck all compared to this.
Yeah,
yeah.
and bleeding 1 week a month and still alive.
No, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing. Man flu is serious fucking shit. I've been
Oh,
bitten
my-
my arse.
Well, they do
Not
say
something. You don't know either.
scientists
These guys.
Scientists
Don't
do
be a
say
pussy. Don't
that
be
men
a
get flu harder than women.
Tell
get
you,
flu.
I have been
Oh,
fucking floored.
please.
I went
No
to bed on
fact.
Thursday
It's-
and I got
it's-
something.
It is a
Solving
fact.
it
There's it.
really hard
It is
for you.
absolutely a thing.
Man flu
You're
is
just
worse than
bigger
woman flu.
whiners. You're
No,
just
it's
bigger
no, it
whiners.
hits,
You
it
get it
hits
more
us
often than
harder.
we do
I have
too.
been
Because how many
fucked up.
times have you had man flu since I've known you?
I've been hallucinating and all sorts of shit. And do you know what else is really fucking shit for me? Because of my shape of my nose, which is like a ball, right? When I get man flu and it goes red, I look like Coco the Clown. He's just like,
Well, to be fair, even without a cold,
I still
Your
like
nose gets quite red. Yes.
It just exasperates the problem.
Vape machine.
But so apart from that, well, I mean, it's not all bad. I've been off work for like 2 days and been in bed doing that. I've been waiting hand and foot. You know, let's take the credit where it's due. It's not been all right. It's been all right. And I didn't just actually lie there in bed. I took advantage of the time away from work and sorted out my entire vape collection almost.
as you
Still-
do.
Still not done my tops, but I found some good toys which have opened my eyes to a few things. Which actually, at some point, I think we should have a little conversation about that.
Okay,
About
I
how
can do
good
that.
about how good some kit used to be, and it's not all about the latest
Well,
and
you know,
greatest.
when you're in the situation of being able to test a lot of stuff, like I've been, you kind of you're thrust into the evolution of vaping, and there's really not been that much.
No,
And not only that, they got it right a lot in the past.
yeah.
And,
I saw that you had the own
fucked
wrecker
up.
running.
What?
The own wrecker.
The home wrecker. I mean, fuck me. Do you know this isn't the G2? This is the first one, but the G2 can fire down to 0.0007
Yeah. Yep. The
of two
chipset in them,
18650s.
yeah, the chipset in them is fantastic.
But
The
even
only
this is 0.05.
yeah, but the only thing with
I
them
know
is they're
who-
quite narrow.
no.
If you could,
It's very
you-
narrow. It's like you're getting
Yeah.
24 on there and nothing else.
Yeah.
But
But-
even that thing, who remembers that? The hot rod RDA. That
Oh,
didn't do that
mate.
much, right? It didn't do that much. But that's it's very compact. It can take massive coils because there's a lot of space in there, even though it's very tight. You need a bigger drip tip than the one they give you because it'll burn your face off. It gets really fucking hot.
Little flavour
it's
burner.
kind of restricted. You see the air holes on the side there, quite small.
Mm-hmm.
So the flavour off that is unfucking real. And again, where is it? There it is. And I used to go on about this tank all the time back in the day, and that's the Amit Joule. The Amit Joule was my go-to dual coil RTA. And I've just been reminded to this day, I don't think there's anything that's as flavorful as that.
They're a good bit of kit. They are a good
The
bit
flavour
of
off
kit.
this tank is better than most drippers I've got. It's on. That's with the ADV, the expansion kit I was talking about before, Kev. That's the ADV kit, which they probably will do one for the Fat Rabbit. It's just a load of parts that they put together. So I'll look into that. It looks a bit weird, but I kind of like it. But apart from that, if anybody's got an Amit Joule, because you can't get them anymore, if anybody's got any stuck in a drawer somewhere, get it out and try it again.
Yeah.
What a fucking tank that is. It's a bit leaky and a bit seepy, but put on with it, wipe it down because the tank, it's phenomenal.
But quite often with tanks that are full flavour, they use a ton of juice, and that's what gives them that flavour.
But it doesn't use any more or less than the Fat Rabbit.
Oh yeah. But all I'm saying is that's where you can get some of the seepage from because it's such a flavourful tank.
It's coming from places it doesn't have O-rings. It's like coming from through the bottom. The because I used it so much, the what you call it ring is quite loose, and it's just all a bit slack.
You must have a spare O-ring that will fit it.
I've changed all the O-rings and that, all of them. It doesn't make any difference. It's known for it. It's a thing. If you go on forums, you'll see Amit leaking issues. It's a thing.
Right. Okay.
They just didn't put it together very well. They got the science right, but didn't build it very well, unfortunately.
Right.
But it's worth pointing out with. And then the who remembers the Envy Loch Ness?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
I fucking loved this mod. The hand feel hasn't been equaled in a dual battery 200 mod. It has not been equaled. It's the best hand feel out any mod ever. But then it is modelled on the original Loch Ness, which was they used to call it the Unicorn mod. I think nowadays, if you get an original Loch Ness, you could probably sell it for about $2,500. Hand carved mod. I can't remember what his name was, the guy that did it. But the guy that did it is the guy that started this version of it. And great fucking mod.
Let me see that.
Good mod.
But see, like finding some of this stuff.
The paint peeled off of it, most of it.
Amazing mod. That's my second one. The first one broke.
Yeah.
Well, he did actually replace it with that one. I can't remember what his name was.
Nice.
It's been good going through your old stuff and realizing that it was good 4 or 5 years ago. Really good. I think they got it about right.
I got a little bit of vape mail this week, including the biggest freaking bottles I've ever seen. check this out. It's a bit ridiculous. But I got a deal.
A 5-liter bottle?
Yeah. I got a deal on reagent bottles. I found a place that wholesales them here in Australia, and I love them because they've got a 41 mil neck, so easy to pour from a beaker into the bottle.
But show your pumper that you had to fill them.
Oh, I got. Oh no, that's to fill the other little bottles. I got a.
You can't fill that with it.
Oh, I could. It'd just take a little while, but I got
a week and a half.
Yeah. I got an automatic bottle.
Okay, gotcha.
I got a bottle filler as well, so that's it there, which is pretty cool. And so
that is cool. I call it.
It just looks good. Anyway, doesn't matter what it does. It looks nice.
Can we talk about the dusty bottles of wine behind it?
Well, those dusty bottles of wine. There's a couple of botrytis affected Rieslings called Noble One from 1990. Those ones in the box.
Oh wow!
Right, yeah. And which room in the house are they in?
Not telling, because you'll come here and steal them.
I know people.
But yeah, it's they are actually from a winery which isn't so far from here, but yeah, beautiful wine. I love a botrytis affected Riesling, and those ones. Yeah,
I've never heard
just-
those words together, so I don't know what that means.
it's a sweet dessert wine. So, but now
What
we've
you're
gone on
telling me is it's
for
not
you know,
beer.
That sounds like a Zinfandel or something.
but
More
we've
like
gone
more
on
like a
for
Tokai.
25 minutes, so we've let the chat build up, so Pugs actually has
Oh
to
shit!
earn
You
his
know.
coin.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
This is going to be an effort.
Wow. Oh, it's actually not that bad. It's actually, oh, it is bad. I just realised my screen's sideways, so it's actually worse than it looks.
Live chat.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Oh, where's the head? Oh shit.
yes.
Oh, he almost did it. He almost did it.
No, I actually did do it.
Oh,
Right. Okay, we've got Rockatoons in.
wait.
Brian Hex in. Brian Hex in this week's competition, isn't he?
Are
He
you on
is,
live
he
chat?
We've got Lady Liberty is back. We've also got Fiddy, Princess. How are you, love? Nice to see you. Rolling Some Boys back, being weird as always. Scott Ward, the legend that is. How's it going, Scott? Nice to see you. It's good to see Scott coming back in because I know he's been a bit distant just lately, but
Yeah, he's
He's
been
not-
busy with
It's
work.
working
But
a lot.
every man out there should follow Scott's.
do you know what? He buys his wife flowers every Friday. Is it Thursday or Friday?
That out of my
Thursday.
mouth. Awesome.
Thursday. Every Thursday, and has done for years. What a weirdo.
Mate.
You're making the rest of us look bad.
That's why I'm saying it, Creed. I'm
I-
not stupid.
What a good
I'd be asked
guy.
what was wrong.
What did you do? Yeah.
He's
I
lying.
most likely they
Yeah.
would be inserted, becoming an intimate part of my anatomy if I went and bought flowers. But anyway,
Scott Wood, who are you shagging? You're shagging someone, Scott Wood. You know you are. That's got guilt written all over it.
That's the thing. I think Scott's buying flowers for his wife every Thursday because he sees his mistress every Wednesday.
Yes.
Oh, don't put that on.
no,
This is
Scott
this is
wouldn't
how
do
this is
that.
how men think. He may look good on the surface. There's some evil lurking underneath. I'm telling you.
Always.
Breno Sarah is back in. Nice to see you, Breno. Always nice to get you back. Some knobhead called Nevins is in chat. Not sure who he is. We've also got Hey Up Me Duck. Has Steam Pugs forgotten his batteries for his vape machine? That's such a thing now, isn't it?
It
It
is.
is such
It's
a
on
thing.
every
They said
show.
it
I'm not even
last
joking.
week without
It
even
is on.
realizing it.
Every fucking show I watch now, they do a buffet, but now it's called the vape machine buffet, and that's because of me.
It's only because it's fun to take the piss out of pugs. So
I don't mind. Hey, do you know what I mean? I'll take it. I'll take it.
Making you famous, mate.
That's it. Advocate, Anne's in. Advocate for Liberty. Good
And
evening, Anne.
Okay,
Who else is in? We've got Mike Haynes. Mike Haynes. I was talking to him last night on Wayne's show, and he's got his own videos coming out, and
Oh.
you need to check them out. Mike, in
Really?
chat, put what it is because I can't remember because I've been drinking.
he probably hasn't got a spanner to do that, has he?
No,
He does it.
if you can say the name, you'll find it. Doesn't need to be the link.
I need to log in as the.
It's
other
not vape
person.
related,
Are
but
you-
it's very powerful. He needs to go and have a look at that. It's good. It's really
Hold
good.
on, I'll get it.
Yeah, Andrew George is back. Nice. Nightbot is in the house.
Like
Yeah,
what?
I was gonna say I had never seen him in the chat. I didn't know. him,
Straight in
so-
there with a buy Creed's one shots.
I've seen me 3 times already.
I know.
Seriously.
I've seen you. I've seen Nevin. Nobody else.
Am I not even here? I'm not going to say Nightbot anymore. Fuck him.
Someone's reading chat.
Fuck Nightbot. Anyway, who else have we
I
got?
went back and looked
So
last
let's bring
week
it
and
up.
I found them.
I've said hello to Andrew George.
Cherokee Vapor.
I'll do it again. Andrew George. Oh, the real Tommy V's in.
Me.
Blinky M. Is that a new one? Now every time I
No.
say this, someone
Blinky,
says-
no, you keep forgetting. Blinky's been on here before.
Yeah. Have I ever said that at any time? Have I ever said that's a new one and it's actually been a new one?
No,
No.
Never.
no, you're a
Not
bit
once.
shit, really.
Every week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
you're
week.
a bit shit. Just
Well,
like
that's
this time.
that's the problem.
I don't even know
that,
why I do. Why do
it-
I do this? I'm fucking shit at this. Somebody
it's-
else should do this.
It starts with crustless cheesecake, then it moves on to vape machine, and
Hey,
then
that's
it
right.
goes, then it
You're
goes on to
okay.
everybody's new.
Shut up, Liam.
Hi, Cherokee.
Joke is in. And I think that is it. Yes.
All right.
You
Now-
forgot Lady Liberty. You
No, I
forgot
didn't. No, I
Advocate
didn't.
for Liberty.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, you said Anne. We all said Anne.
And I said
Okay.
Lady Emily as well. Just that you were listening to me.
Oh.
Yeah,
Because
you-
No, I
and
wasn't.
you don't listen to
No.
man. because
I
you're a woman.
know. I was
You're a
doing it
woman.
on purpose.
That's right.
You
You
forgot
stay
to read
strapped
out
and
all
start
the
shouting.
new ones.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
All right. Well, we'll get on to last week's lucky contestants. I'm going to try and post the poll. Hopefully it works.
Oh, this should be good.
Oh, yeah. This isn't going
This,
to work
this
at
will
all.
be good. Will it work? Will it work?
I don't know.
Ian Thomas
Is
is
there a
in.
poll? Is there a
Net
poll coming up?
reality.
Oh, it's not working now.
Oh,
Green.
Ramsey.
Yeah, there
Oh,
it
look
is.
at that. Look at that.
Look
All
at that.
right.
Awesome.
So
That's a funky little
we've-
thing, isn't it?
it is. So vote when we go through the recipes. Vote for the one you like the most.
I
We'll
voted.
start off with
The best picture.
Cheech.
That's really good. Who did that?
Just kidding.
Who did that? That was Ace.
So we'll start off with Cheech. Cheech got some interesting flavors. He's done very well, I think. A sweet guava and tangerine donut is kind of hard to pull off at the best of times, I think. But I like
looks
that.
all right.
But unfortunately, Cheech, no picture.
Oh,
picture.
loses points.
Yeah, you
No
got
picture.
I thought you
But
were going to
it's
say,
all good.
unfortunately, he used flavored donuts at 1.75%.
Yeah, you got to lean in sometimes when you get things like that, I guess.
Commute it, maybe.
Go big or go
Yeah,
home.
who knows?
So that's the first recipe. He's used all of the correct, ones, but we just with these recipes, guys. Once you make them, and we've had them on the show, sub out some stuff and make it into a proper recipe because
Or make them private.
or make them private. Yeah, I mean, we don't want people accidentally making something with taro, which brings me to Brian. What the heck? He's got this is a fantastic name. I love this name.
Terrible.
I voted for him for the name.
Yeah.
And,
I
and-
reckon that
and-
still
name
no
and
is-
picture
the
though,
recipe
Brian.
description. And
Still
the
no
recipe-
picture.
Yeah, and the recipe description though. The description's good.
Yeah, description's bad. Yeah, look, I mean, when it comes down
Man,
to
I never did go back and do that, but it's
but
okay,
but
go
yeah,
ahead.
look, I mean, aside from the taro aside, that would actually make a pretty decent recipe. So, there's I haven't run out of sweet
Why
coconut.
have you got taro at 2.5%?
He lent
He went
into
for
it,
it.
mate. He lent into it.
Just on the off chance that the off note
lots of
happened to be
notes,
something
lots of
nice.
notes describing it as well.
Yep. So yeah, look, please don't make that as is, but making it without the taro might just work. Next we got Liam with Perilous. So it sounds like a delicious blend of tobacco and creams and cherry.
Can I just
But-
say that? Can I just say that Larry fell off his chair because we've got Tam 2 weeks in a row?
You know what? You should be feeling very special.
I do.
because I'm here.
I always feel special when you're here, Tom.
but
That's kind of fuzzy feeling, right? Yeah.
Liam,
It's like wind.
Especially when I
with
first
this
made
one-
it. Never mind.
I think it could be reworked into something that actually works. What do you reckon, mate?
I've already done it.
Yeah,
Oh, well, there
he's
you go.
already
Do
done
you
it.
want it?
He's on it.
Can you pull up a screen share after this, and I'll just do Tams, and we'll have a look at your.
I
yeah.
can't do screen share, can I? Because
Ah.
I'm
Is it public?
no, it's private at the moment because it's sat steeping, but I can do a private share, so you'll be able to share it.
Yeah, cool, mate. Yeah, so we'll go through that afterwards. We got the last one
trying to click
is
on your-
Cam's Ride the Vape Machine with a very special picture of reverse cowgirl pugs.
Yeah.
And it
Go,
says
Pugs, go.
Go on the picture. Yeah.
Go, Pugs, go.
so yeah, look, apple cinnamon pear custard. Look, I really like the idea of this.
You have to
I do as
actually
well.
do it.
I do.
It's
It sounds nice to me.
yeah, and apple and cinnamon custard.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I like the idea. I really do like the
With
idea.
that cinnamon
So-
Danish swirl. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I actually want to mix it. I haven't mixed it yet, but I want to mix it. But I don't think I'm gonna put is it the Vienna cream? I think that one
I like
kind of
Vienna
want to
cream.
go a little bit different.
But you get extra points because you put my name on the picture just because I'm an egocentric, maybe.
right, exactly. And yeah. and it kind of made you feel a little special.
It did.
all
Reverse
over.
cowboy and a massive battery operated
Yep.
machine is my jam.
Yes.
Broke
I'll
back
just
vape
I'll just
machine.
pull that up, Liam. 1 sec.
Good work, hopefully.
Ox, you forgot to say hi to someone.
Who?
Tam's cleavage.
Oh, shut-
Hey,
But-
Sam's
but-
cleavage. It's like a big bottom. It's like a builder's bum sticking out your shirt.
But Liam reworked his recipe and called it redeemed. Once it's steeped,
Hey, hi.
he'll release it. So it's the same profile, but just using slightly different
Yeah,
concentrates that he had.
I
Nice.
tried to use the same percentages that I put in for the others because I
With the
think
cherry
the
in it,
percentages were workable.
A lot of people love
Um,
cherry tobacco.
It should work with
yeah.
cap buttercream as well, but I didn't use it because I haven't actually got any cap buttercream because I had to throw out a lot of my cap concentrates because I had a leakage in the box.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
They're cool.
that looks
Very cool.
nice.
Yeah,
That
that
looks
looks like a workable recipe. So, guys, when
I like
you
the name, redeemed. I like it.
Mhm.
I'm interested to see how that turns out, Liam.
Off the shake, it's really nice, really promising. So it should steep to be something good. Depends on how strong that cherry, how strong that cherry comes through, and
Oh, I
if
know
it
what that was
fades
talking
or anything.
I've not
like
tried that one though. Is that a nice one?
Yeah, off the shake, it's really nice cherry.
So yeah, guys, feel free after we've had them up on the show as the wheel dictated. Feel free to fix them up and mix them up and release them because
We don't
when
want
it
loads
comes
of shit
down to it,
on VC. Really?
well, there's always going to be a couple of recipes that
Yeah,
are,
of course there is. But as
bit
much
like
as
that,
we love, as
but-
much as we love playing this game, you'll be doing yourself if you use the VCC on a regular basis. You'll be doing yourself a favour
You
by
know
just
what,
putting that
Larry?
onto
I don't
private
wanna read
afterwards
it.
or deleting it altogether. It's just for the competition. And we don't want to fuck it with the stats because the stats are pretty good at the minute with it. So
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I mean, when it comes down to it, a lot of them you could probably just pull out the Jeopardy wheel,
Yeah.
concentrate, and
Joe,
have a
it's
decent.
a fucking
recipe.
good idea. I mean, the amount of times I'm a mixing session,
I'm
I'm sitting there
thinking of
looking at it all
starting a
and thinking,
show called
what do I
Redeemed.
make? What do I want to make? And then
Well,
just
I'll tell you
wheel out.
what. I'll tell you what. On that basis, I'm going to put a link into chat that everybody can have a go at the wheel.
Just
That
have a
will
go.
give you a wheel. It will give you
Yeah.
the concentrate wheel.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's in the chat. There's your own version of the concentrate wheel with the top 100 concentrates on VC.
If you can't decide what to make, just sit there and spin the wheel as many times as you want.
Crazy e-liquid mixing machine. I might speak to Grubby and see if we can get that sort of built into VC.
Yeah,
There is some code. There is some code to
Yes.
embed it, I believe. So
let's do that.
Nice.
Does anybody else have that?
Nice.
No, they do.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But we can probably move right
Might
along
be a year.
to
Let's play
this
the game.
week's game.
Love the game.
let's
Sounds
Dang.
let's get some names.
Okay.
Let's get
Who
some
wants to
names. So
play?
if you want to be in the Wheel of Mix Fortune, put I am in the chat.
Get it in
And you
there.
will be
Let's have
added to the
more
wheel.
people this week.
And sorry, Frank, you automatically get a Guernsey because special guests
Yeah.
always get to go in there, mate.
Okay, good.
You do.
So I don't have-
Go play.
I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about type Worry
Right,
about
yeah.
typing it in chat.
You are in there.
Right, what I'm going
Who's
to
not
do.
in? Who's not in from us? Lot? Liam.
So, well, yeah, I'm
No.
going to take Liam and Tam out this week.
And we're
so
back in.
that, yeah, we're back in. Yep.
Right, Choker's in. Come on.
Yeah,
Currently, Tam.
Shut the fuck up, Pugs.
Yeah,
I'm
one
on.
at a time, please, because I'm not watching the screen.
All
So
right.
I've got Cherokee.
Okay, we got Mando, we got Duck, we got Cherokee, we got Advocate.
Did you say Duck?
Duck.
Yeah.
Eye me up, Duck.
Eye me up, Duck.
Fuck you.
I think it was
That's like her
I up
comment
me
to
duck.
him all the time.
Well, I've got Mando. No, Mando.
Eye
No,
me
not
up.
Mando.
You got Mando, Eye me
Cherokee.
up, Duck, Cherokee, and Advocate for Liberty.
Come on, everyone. Let's have it. Get in there. The prize,
Get in
by the
there.
way, that we're going to pull at like New Year's Eve is going to be very much worth it. For
Holy
you.
shit, Nightbot. Thank you. Thank you.
I was about to say, Zippy, there you are.
I know. Thank you, Nightbot.
Currently, for last week's recipes, Tam is riding the vape machine to victory.
Oh,
Ooh.
so she goes
It's
on
a
the wheel.
tie.
At
It's
the
a
end of the
tie
year.
for second place.
The winner every week will go on the big wheel at the end of the year, and the winner of that wheel will
Brian
get
Heck
a
is
massive
in.
prize. And it will be a big prize because we all have some stuff, and we'll put together and make it big.
Right. Brian's
Kevin
in,
Brian Heck is in.
Very big.
By the way,
He's becoming a regular, Brian.
He is. Get in. He can be in again.
Yeah, he can.
Just while we're talking about it, next week when we do the show, we have a separate little giveaway.
We
Just
do
for
we
next
do.
week.
Just 1 second though, Pugs. Rocky, was that user error? Is anyone else seeing the
No, I'm-
stream gone?
I'm showing 175 drop frames. It's normally at 0.
Yeah, okay. Because
Well,
right.
I'm
It's
still
working fine.
seeing the stream.
It's working fine at the minute.
The
I can
stream's up.
see the stream.
Oh well, we'll soldier
phone
on.
in.
We'll see how we go. It's saying excellent connection.
Oh,
So
working fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Ladies
Fi-
and
Fisher Price
gentlemen.
Fisher Price needs more rats to run it there, Liam.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you don't install one as well.
But all good. Keep going, guys. If you want to be in, put I am in the chat, and we will start in about a minute or so. So get in now, and
Come on, folks. Let's play.
I can't say what you're going to win if you win at the end of the year, but it's going to be a lot of stuff. Probably. I've got some stuff to stick in. Pretty sure everybody else has as well. So it's going to be a big prize. You want to play?
Nevins, are you in?
He's in anyway.
Okay.
Marshy, get your name on the list.
Blinky M is in.
And Blinky's in.
Who?
Blinky.
Lady Limit said it's fine for me. Is that saying that she's in?
No,
No, she's saying
on
she
the
can see the
screen.
stream.
All right. Well,
I
get in.
can-
Anyway.
I haven't lost anything.
Who's not said it? Andrew George, he played once. He's not in again.
Yeah.
Anne,
Can I go
come
in?
on, Anne.
Yes.
Andrew George.
of course you can, Marshy.
Hey,
Marshy
Thomas,
wants to
let's
play
see you
again.
there.
It will all, Aaron. If you go in, it will all be explained during the game, mate. It's basically a
Just say
theoretical
Aaron.
mix competition.
Okay,
So
can Marshy go in again?
Andrew George is in.
yeah,
Yeah,
he can't
Okay.
go in twice in the one show, but he can go in as many times as he wants. for
Okay.
different shows.
All right. I got him
Cheers,
down.
Mike. See you later, Mike.
Bye, Mike.
See you, Mike.
Andrew Cardis is in. Or, sorry.
Aaron
Aaron
Cardis.
Cardis. Sorry, I said that wrong.
God's sake.
Sorry. Oh, fuck off.
Biddy
Right,
said,
shoot.
Night,
Biddy said he was in right at the start of the show, and then he's pissed off somewhere. Oh, there you are.
Ah, no, he's
stick it
coming
in.
in again now.
He's
Stick it
back
in anyway.
in now.
Fiddy's in.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Fiddy's in. So
Get
do
in
you
now.
want-
30 seconds. 30 seconds. I'm
Marshy,
calling it,
is Marshy
and
in? Marshy.
Marshy's in.
Yes, he's in. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I've got him.
Kevin, do you want to run down the names just to make sure? I
Yeah.
got Mando, I'm Me Up Duck, Cherokee, Advocate for Liberty, Brian Heck, Nick Nevins, Blinky, Andrew George, Marshy, Aaron Cardis, and Fiddy.
Yeah,
Hey, you got
yeah, I
parts.
got them all.
Just
Got 'em all.
Fee, just on that note,
You didn't
it's
get me
a
in it.
theoretical mix, so there is no subs. If you
Yeah.
don't have the concentrate, use it at a percentage that VC gives you, or that
Yeah.
you think it'll be okay at.
You don't have to have the concentrates at all.
No.
Dippy, have you got all
It's
of
a
us in there?
theoretical mix.
Have you
Yeah,
got all of us
fair
in there
enough.
apart from people that were playing last week? Have you got all
Yeah.
of it?
Yeah, we're there automatically, mate.
I didn't say I didn't hear my name. then.
I've got the old list. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's
Is it
time.
this
We're
one?
going to spin this shit. Kev, take it away, brother.
Yes.
You've missed one again.
Who?
Tam's cleavage.
Is Tam's cleavage playing?
Yeah.
Is that a separate entry at the Tam?
Yeah.
Should be.
Are you playing, Tam?
You can just
Are you
picture her
playing?
tapping her phone with.
No, Tam's out of this week because
Yeah,
she-
me and
Oh,
Tam.
yeah.
Yeah, me and Tam are out.
Okay, Mando says spin the shit already.
yeah, spin it up.
Right. So
Still,
have we
we're
got
not in
that
it.
on the screen?
We are not on there. Again, we're not on there.
Yes,
We're not
it's
in
on
the
the
list.
screen.
You're
It's
on
on
there.
the
Look.
screen.
Why we are? Why are we not on the side? Oh yeah, sorry. Pull down.
There's
In
a
blue.
whole load of
In
people.
blue.
That's why. Right.
In
First
blue.
victim then.
Go.
Oh, spin that shit. Give him some concentrates.
Yeah. Let's give him some stuff.
I bet you give me
Give him
cherry
some
again.
really crappy stuff too.
Fuck you.
Come on, wonderful with graham
I know,
crust.
fuck you too.
I'm so excited.
Wow.
Oh, I fucking hate that flavour.
Tough.
Tastes like fucking. Smells like cat piss.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to hide the choices every time we get one, so you can't get the same thing twice.
All right.
So let's hide
This to
that
begin
one.
with.
But you just have to reset it for each person. So all good.
It'd be better if you didn't reset it, and then the person who went last would be missing out.
Wow.
Okay.
Rocky Jr. Wow.
Number 3.
Wow.
Fuck me, it's all milk and cream.
Oh,
really?
that's not so bad.
For the moment, Bugs.
Number 4.
Hey, Meg.
What is the worst thing to mix with a cream? Because that's what I'm
Wow.
hoping comes up on the Jeopardy wheel. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's-
I'm just
Raspberry.
I'm just hoping the crust comes up because if it does, he's screwed.
Blueberry.
I
He
was
won't know how
screwed.
to use
Fuck.
it, yeah.
Well, fuck.
So blueberries and cream so far.
It was a
Number
mistake.
5. Number 5.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm all right with everything there so far.
Blueberries, almonds, and cream.
Yeah,
that'll work.
that's all right.
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
Yeah.
For now.
However,
I'm gonna give this a shuffle first.
There
we go. Ready?
There we go.
Oh, geez, I hope it's honey.
Wild card, wild card, wild card, wild
Ah,
card.
now you've
Honey,
got.
honey, honey, honey.
Wow.
Mary Jane.
Yes! Get in!
He's
Hey,
it, lucky.
Pugs. I seriously hope someone gets a swapple concentrates.
I'm gonna
Eat
hide
a big fat
that
bag of
too.
dicks.
Right, who's our second victim? No, not me. Yeah, there you go.
Oh!
Yes.
Nicholas.
Yes, I'm in.
You are in.
Nickelodeon, come on. Now you got to
Okay.
add all those ones back in now, Creed.
No, not adding them in.
Yeah.
Oh,
leave it
okay.
like that. different mix.
No, I'm just going to drop them off on every wheel. It's just easier, and then no one gets the same stuff.
Cool.
Wow.
It's a good job because Pogues wouldn't know what to do with that.
Exactly what to do there.
Is there a chocolate in the top 100? Because I want to see that.
Absolutely no idea. Probably not.
Trying to look at the wheel to find chocolate.
Cheesecake.
Wow.
Okay. It's working so far.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
Number 3.
I'm going to do a cheesecake properly.
And bread.
Wow.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
That's all right so far.
That's all right. That just makes shit juicy.
Yeah, crap.
Creamy pear tart.
Fucking crap.
Number 4.
Strawberry.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pear cheesecake.
It's a straight. It's a weird combo.
It's a pear cheesecake.
So
Yeah.
far.
Add the cookie to the crust.
Number 5.
Just add crust.
If Nick gets a walk-up start, we have to redraw.
Wow.
Oh, fuck
and
off.
his favourite. He got his favourite.
Cookie. Come on, ship the cookie.
Come on, let's fuck
Okay.
that shit up quickly.
Yeah. Let's give him something nasty, hopefully.
All right.
Can't do it. I got super sweet.
Come on, jackfruit.
Yeah, if you get a remove, I'm taking it off you.
Wow.
Mary Jane.
Oh.
Now see, that should be interesting.
Weed cheesecake.
A weed cake.
Yeah, wheat cake.
I'm happy with them.
You all right with that, are you?
Yeah,
Oh,
same with
good.
that, yeah.
Good. You got all them, Zip?
I got it. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
got it
good.
all. All right,
Yeah.
happy days.
I'm
Happy
happy with
days.
that. I've got to be honest.
Player number 3.
Oh,
Again.
Bloody
The
yeah.
way the wheel rolls.
Brian, mate, lucky Brian.
And he drives a Harley.
Don't tell Zippy.
And he'd be riding a Zippy.
Concentrate, number 1.
Wow.
Oh, good start.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go.
Number 2.
Wow.
Again. Oosh.
I'll sort it later, Tam.
Didn't he got that last time, didn't he?
Not sure.
No, it did come up last time, but it wasn't Brian.
Number 3.
Cheech had that one.
That was me.
Wow.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Syrupy guava.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Number 4.
B1.
Syrupy guava.
So Austin Powers.
Wow.
And this is actually working out very interesting, you know.
It's nice and sweet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sweet
Sure.
creamy custard with fruit and syrup. Yes, absolutely.
You know, if it comes up taro again, Brian is going to be calling out Fix.
Number 5.
Well, you never know. He might just go out and buy some taro. Don't do that.
Not like a vanilla pudding or...
Wow.
Oh, fucking hell. Shit.
Oh,
Oh, spanner.
yeah, that
Spanner.
yeah.
Mm.
That
I don't know
that
it works
bit.
there.
Melon
Yeah,
and
well-
guava, though. Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
that
guava,
would work.
creams and custard.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would work.
Yeah. It's doable. I mean,
Yeah.
It's not hideous.
Sounds like a tin of mixed fruit and custard, right?
You just,
It's
you
like
just
an
have to go
old
pretty
school-
light on
old
that
school
wild
dessert.
melon so you
Yeah.
don't get the rind.
So let's do our
Much.
best to completely fuck that up, please.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Or he could get
Blue
a swap.
cheese.
Not a
Blue
swap.
cheese.
Not a swap. Don't get a
Blue
swap.
cheese.
Blue cheese. That'd be good.
Wow.
Waffle. Yeah.
oh,
Yes.
that's just wrong. That's just
that's-
wrong.
The next thing to taro.
Melon, guava, and mushroom
Waffle.
soup. Yummy.
Ooh. Mm.
Yes. Make that work, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't call it waffleable.
Brian, your first one was Cat B1.
Right, and player 4. Last player for tonight. Next week, we're going to have 6 players because next week's a bit special. But this is the last one for tonight.
We'll explain why in a minute.
We'll post them up for you, Brian, so that you've got a list there, mate. It'll be on the forum. This week's
Biddy.
Oof.
Good, we can finally quit hearing him bitch about it.
There's a big panel on this, isn't there? Fucking hell.
Does anyone else on the panel just like when the last one's drawn, just go, whew.
Yes.
Yeah, me.
Yes.
You're muted, Tam.
Right, Fiddy, what you got?
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Start,
that's
it's a
it's
start.
a start. It's a strawberry. Number 2.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I love that flavor. I love
So
it.
far, it's a
I
beginner
hate
recipe.
that
Well, with
Oh,
a
I love
strawberry, you know.
Oh, I love that flavor.
Yeah, I
Yep.
love that flavor. Love it.
That'll be nice and bright so far.
That's probably one of the
That's
foods I
the
use the
fla-
most.
That's the flavor that turned me off lemons.
Number 3.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's
This
a fucking tropical punch.
it's so
Ooh.
easy. Bloomberg can mix this.
Yeah.
Number
What's his
4.
first one? What's his first one?
We'll talk about him in a minute, Frank.
Need a binder. Need some kind of binder in there.
Wow.
Okay. That could work. Fried donut.
Oh, yeah.
Fried donut
Fruit-
with a fruity
fruit
jam
donut.
filling.
No. And number 5.
Delicious nut.
Wow.
There you go.
There it is. There
That'll
it
help.
is. There's the winner.
That'll help.
There's the
There we
binder.
go. Oh,
That'll
yeah.
help. Well, it'll help.
Nice,
And
Bobs.
That
It'll
wasn't
help.
me. Why'd you
it'll
always
help
say
until
it's
we get
me?
used to it.
That was
Let's,
Nevins again.
Let's
Yeah,
do something.
yeah.
Wasn't me that time, it was Pugs.
It fucking was.
I know it's fun.
Fuck you.
I can almost recognize his bird.
No, you can't, clearly.
Yeah, I
That
can.
was definitely yours.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
Ah,
And he's had a result there.
shit in hell, Fiddy.
He's had a result there.
Come on.
That's it.
well, see,
That's
see,
all
even if
for.
you got the drop one, we get to choose which one it is, not you. So, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
really a bonus.
He
But
would've
there you
been-
go, guys.
It would have
He
been
would
the
have lost
vanilla
the
pudding.
vanilla pudding.
Let's be
Yeah, he would
honest.
have lost vanilla pudding. Yep.
We will post up all of the lists of concentrates for you to use on the VC forum, also in the VC Facebook group there too. Zibby, make a new thread this week.
Clearly, that's between me and Fiddy. That's
come on now. You're
Hey, I
taking
didn't
the challenge out
Hey,
of
yours is
shit.
shit.
No, mine's good.
Can't remember what you had.
So what
Say
we'll do
words.
now
You're good.
is I guess we can probably say that Tam has won the ride the vape machine for last week.
Well, if
So-
you close, give people 5 minutes if they haven't voted yet.
Is
Just-
there any way can we see the poll or?
Yeah,
it
it's up
should be
on
on your
chat,
screen.
mate.
It's in the chat.
Yeah, but it doesn't show who's winning
It
unless
does
you.
if you
does.
open it.
You just
Just
click
click,
on
just click on the top.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
So Tam's sitting there with 44%. 1 minute till
fucking hell.
and I'll end
Yeah.
it. So get your
Get
vote
your
in
votes
if you haven't
in.
voted already.
You got 1 minute to vote. Get them in.
So while people vote, we'll talk about next week. We've got a guy coming on called Andy from Dovpo UK, which for those that follow our show regularly will have heard me going on myself about the UK Dovpo customer services, where you send your old Dovpo mods in and they break them down and fix other people's mods who haven't got much money and send it back to them. It's a fucking great project. It's really, really good. And the guy that's in charge of that in the UK is coming on next week and has put up a topside jewel, a Dovpo t-shirt, and a Dovpo snapback for a giveaway, which we're going to give away for the winner of next week's Wheel of Mixfortune, which will be drawn the week after. But anyone that enters next week will be in to get that prize. It's
Which
a
is why we're
gunmetal-
taking 6 entries.
Yeah, it's a gunmetal topside jewel, an extra large t-shirt, and a snapback, and that'll be the prize.
I think
So-
next week though we should have no panel members.
Yeah, I was just going to say we're all out next week. We'll just have people from chat in so they get the chance to win.
Yeah.
Which-
If we win, you'll fucking string us up.
But I will say the poll is going to end in 1 second. Tam has
Before
home with
before you pull it, there's something I didn't say. With regards to that prize, Andy and Dovpo will pay free shipping to the UK, or the equivalent put 2 for anyone that's not in the UK, which is about £5. So if you win and you're not in the UK, you'll have £5 put towards postage, but the rest of it you'll have to pay yourself.
yeah, fair, which is
Seems
more than
fair.
fair. More than fair. But I'm gonna end the poll now.
Go for
Tam
it.
came home with 50% of the vote. There you go.
Go, Tam.
So, there you go.
See, cleavage matters.
And
And
coming
she's
in
muted.
is
Tam.
Cheech.
Yeah, she's
You're muted, Tam.
Tam, you're still muted. Tam,
She's
you're
not here
muted.
again.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
There
am
you
muted.
go.
There you go.
I am muted. Sorry. You need to put a picture on your recipes.
Yeah,
Did you
put a
get
picture
votes?
on your recipe. So yeah, Ride the Vape Machine came in at 51% of the vote,
Thank you,
with
Pops.
Cheech coming in second. Well, everyone else was on 16%, so a 3-way tie for the second spot, I suppose. So well done, guys. Good job.
Yeah, so Tam won and
votes.
everyone else
That's really
lost.
good. 31 votes is really good. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
Take it
thanks
easy.
for
So cheers,
voting.
guys. Now,
My victory speech. I just want to thank Pugs for real, because I was lying in bed and I woke up in the morning and I'm like,
Whoa.
What's
hang on.
There you go,
Whoa.
with that.
Hang on, Tam. Hang
His
on.
lady
Wait,
been
the
thinking about
phone.
you, mate.
I was lying in
Lying
bed
in
with
bed.
cleavage
Yeah.
out.
about
right
Pugs.
away. I said, whatever I do with this recipe, it's gonna be about the vape machine.
Yay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Thinking about the vape machine.
the
I
thing
was
is, though,
wondering where that was going to go.
And me.
the thing is, though, you got given a gimme. Whatever
did.
you mixed with what the concentrate you had would have turned out nice.
Yeah, you tell her, Liam.
Well,
Oh, no, you can
Good imagination with the names and everything to play
Yeah.
this week.
yeah. And names matter. I really love Brian's name, Terrible. I thought that was brilliant.
That was
Good job,
really good.
Brian.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
uh,
Extra points for the pictures.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
get a little bit creative with it and have some fun. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
That-
So
Right, creativity.
Sam's pick was really good.
He
I
doesn't sound sore at all,
actually-
does
I
he?
was on it.
He doesn't sound sore about this at all.
I have no problem riding a big battery operated machine wearing a cowboy hat. That's fine by me.
That's
you
just
never
the
have,
Saturday.
mate. Not in the past and not in the future.
It's just like a standard Saturday night.
Yeah.
hey, I'll take one. Where do we get one like that?
I've had worse night.
But I think it's time to put Nick to sleep a little bit. and because I'm going to talk about some stuff that's happening in the
He's
world.
gone. He's gone.
Vape. He's off
piss.
already. Good job, Nick. It doesn't take long, mate. There you go, Steph. Whenever he taps you on the shoulder at 3 o'clock in the morning, all you have to do is start talking about advocacy, and he'll just go straight back to sleep. You'll be fine.
I think all she'd have to do is whisper advocacy to him. And that would probably be enough.
That's it.
But this week in vaping, well, some interesting shit has happened in Australia. You may not have heard. You may have heard. Our wonderful health minister and his cohorts at the TGA made it illegal to possess nicotine without a prescription. This happened on Friday. There was an opinion piece in one of the newspapers by a doctor here called Alex Wodak. You've probably heard of him. He's a brilliant guy. Who was saying that doing this is going to send more people back to smoking, which it absolutely is. And our health minister, who is blunt as a bowling ball, wrote a letter into the newspaper, and I'll just pull that letter up. I'll leave it up there for a little while. And we're in a socialised hospital system, health system, so similar to the UK, but where there is a rebate that you get for going to visit the doctor. And our wonderful health minister says the new Medicare rebates started in July for face-to-face telehealth and phone consultations to support smoking cessation. Already this new item has been used over 1,000 times. Now, I just want to pick that apart a little bit. There are 600,000 vapors in Australia and 1,000 of them have used it. So basically what he's saying is that everyone else everyone that doesn't have a prescription or a pre-existing prescription is now a criminal. Thanks very much, Mr. Hunt. You're an idiot. Any of Australia's almost 100,000 registered medical practitioners may currently prescribe nicotine if they apply to the TGA to be able to do it. So far, there's 71. So 600,000 vapors, 71 doctors can write a script.
Wow.
As an aside from that, Tasmania, who has the highest smoking rate in Australia at 17.5% or so, have said that if a Tasmanian pharmacy wants to stock a nicotine product for vaping, then they must also apply for a tobacco license at $1,200 a year. So not only are there no doctors in Tasmania that can prescribe nicotine, the pharmacies cannot supply nicotine because they need to get an extra tobacco license to do so. It is this thing, as expected, is a total and absolute shit show. Yep. They have not, look, I'll give them a little bit of a pass because, hey, there's COVID around and they've got other things to do. But when it comes down to it, they've had over a year to get this in place. And they essentially have done 3 parts of fuck all, and it is now illegal to possess nicotine in every state unless you have a prescription. So mums and dads are criminals now under the Drugs, Poisons, Controlled Substances Act. They can be charged for use and possession of a controlled substance. And if you have a conviction under that act, guess what? There's a lot of countries in the world wouldn't let you in.
Oh, yeah.
So, you think about that now. I know the police have got bigger fish to fry and they're not going to go around testing people's juice, and they're not going to, be essentially enforcing this at this particular point in time. But they can get a warrant to search your premises, Brian. They can, for nicotine. They can, if you've got an amount of nicotine, which is what they would consider a trafficable quantity, you
Yeah,
can
it
get
sounds like
charged
weed.
with traffic in a controlled substance.
Sorry.
It is just beyond belief that they've rolled with this bullshit. Again, boils my
It
piss.
is bullshit.
What gets
Now,
what get-
Simon. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, Liam. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, what gets me though is the fact that they always turn around and say it's to protect children. So they always use the children excuse. Yet cigarettes are still openly sold. You can still buy flavored. You can still buy flavored alcohols and everything else.
Yeah.
And that they say that on expert medical advice, while they're completely ignoring the expert medical advice that's coming out from other countries.
Yeah. They just ignore anything that doesn't suit their narrative. I just want to cover Ian Thomas. The license side for doctors, they must apply to the TGA. Look, it only takes a couple of minutes and doesn't cost them anything, but they must apply to the TGA to become an authorized practitioner to prescribe nicotine. Only 71 doctors in Australia have done it. If you, as a end user, try to import nicotine, and the vendor you've got to send your prescription to the vendor, and the vendor must include it in any import documentation for that package to come into Australia. If the vendor does not include it, it opens the end user up to a $220,000 fine. All right. If they don't include it, the Border Force, Australian Border Force or Customs can seize it and destroy it, even if you have a script and you provided it to the vendor. So if the vendor doesn't include it, then they put you in the shit. It is just, it's unworkable. I mean, Border Force, there's going to be a lot that slip through. Let's face it. I mean, all borders are porous, and a percentage of everything gets through. But I would imagine that the very first person that gets pinged on this is going to have an example made of them.
Oh, absolutely.
Simply to say, look how tough we are on this. So, it is just yet another extension of government telling people what they think they should do with their own bodies, which is just, it is a shit situation in Australia. But there's a worse situation, because essentially we can still get nicotine, but it's worse in the States now, with the denial orders from the FDA. It is, we were talking about this just before the show, Frank, that there is no way they read 6.5 million applications. No. It's just,
I don't care what speed reading course they took. There ain't no fucking way they read all that.
No, I mean,
real quick, Simon,
because we can't get nicotine either.
Well, we can still. But you need to know. You need to know the right people to get it, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, but Simon, like going back to Australia real quick, what I had read was, it doesn't cost the physician anything to get the authorization, but they still have so much record keeping they have to do, and there's a lot of stuff they have to do that they're obviously not getting paid for. So they're like, why bother?
And the Australian AMA, the Australian Medical Association, which is like the doctors' union.
I already had my way with them this week on Twitter.
Yeah, they are basically trying to torpedo the whole thing anyway, and they're trying to get people to stop doctor shopping, which is illegal. I mean, going around to a doctor to get the drugs that you want is, that's illegal here in Australia. But if you go to a doctor and he won't prescribe you nicotine, the TGA want it made illegal that you can then not go and see another doctor to try and get your nicotine. So like before you make an appointment with a doctor, you have to make sure that doctor is pro-vaping or registered to prescribe nicotine. The mind boggles that you can still buy smokes And kids still buy smokes at 20,000 different locations in Australia. There's 2.5 million current smokers in Australia who pay $17 billion in tax a year. There's 600,000 vapors who can now no longer get their nicotine in without jumping through all these freaking hoops. So a lot of them are just going to go, too hard. I'll go down to the 7-Eleven and get myself a packet of smokes. So all the inroads that have been made over the last few years with Australians vaping is going to be slowly wound back as people cannot get prescriptions, and the government will be super happy because that'll help them balance the budget. It comes down now to a moral objection about vaping, and Greg Hunt has always said that vaping will never be legalized, not on my watch, and those are his words. And he is doing every single thing he can possibly do to kill vaping in Australia.
What would they do? What would they do if 100,000 Australians just said "fuck it" and ordered Nick?
Well,
if you did it in enough numbers, what the fuck could they do?
Well, they just confiscate it all and destroy it. Whether they charge everyone, I don't know. But what I want to know is, okay, so if I order Nick and pay for it and get it sent to Greg Hunt, he is then in possession of it. Can that fucker get a $220,000 fine? I friggin' hope so, because I'm going to do it. I have his address.
Hey, don't get the good Nick, get the Chinese Nick. The
I won't give him anything decent. But there's another thing, like people like Simon Chapman, who, is... he's Simon Chapman. Anti-vaping, anti-smoking. I'm all for anti-smoking, but he takes photos and posts them up on Twitter of all the vape devices that people have sent him that were taken off kids and all sorts of stuff like this. Guess what, Simon? If you've got those in your possession, you're breaking the fucking law. Get a prescription.
Right.
So, next photo he posts up, I'm going to notify the AFP and see what happens.
Well, if there's juice in that device,
doesn't matter how much it is. Doesn't matter how much it is.
No.
There's always a residual. So all these anti-vape advocates, I will call them, but essentially they're wankers who are in possession of e-liquid. Guess what? You're breaking the law. So hopefully you're the one that's made the example of, because taking it out on people who are trying to make their lives better is absolute shit.
What they should do is give them to smokers to try to quit smoking. That would be the logical thing.
I totally agree with you, Tam. When it comes down to it, in Australia, the government, or our taxes, the government pay for medical care. So what should happen is the government should say, hey, this is less harmful than smoking. Here is a Medicare rebate if you go and buy a vape machine.
Well, that's what we're doing in the UK, because I'm pretty sure I read earlier in the week that they're actually going to be, I think it's next year, they're going to be giving disposable vapes on prescription.
Yeah, which... why not? Why not?
Exactly.
And as an aside for the picking up your nicotine from a pharmacy, that's all pie in the sky, because not one pharmacy in Australia has nicotine. Not one.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
So, and the Pharmacy Guild of Australia have said they do not want to be involved in anything to do with vaping. So, you just sort of sit there and just go, bureaucracy at its finest.
Instead of banning stuff because kids are supposedly getting hold of it, even though there's probably not that many, why not just make sure that you're enforcing the law that's there already to stop kids from getting hold of it in the first place?
Yeah, no shit. I mean, if you look at it here in the US, it's 21 to be able to drink, 21 for tobacco products now. And is there 16, 17-year-old kids still killing themselves in their vehicles because because they had a runner go get them alcohol and they got hammered and they went and thought that they can go, they thought they were man enough, they can go drive down the road. Next thing you know, they're hitting a tree or hitting somebody else.
Well, how's this? There was an article, I think it was the Daily Telegraph, another newspaper in Australia, and it was basically an interview with a pot dealer, right, who is now flicked over to selling disposable nicotine vapes because the profit margin is higher than selling weed.
Wow.
So what they're doing is they're converting the drug dealers into selling nicotine vapes because the profit margin is better. So you sort of sit there and go, yep, this is going to work. This is really going to work. But anyway, in other news, lawsuits against the FDA, Frank.
Yes. Yes, Turning Point Brands, and what was the name of the other company? That,
Biddy, I think it was Biddy.
Yeah, Biddy Vape. Yeah, they have both filed lawsuits against the FDA, wanting a real review done of their applications, and they want a current stay so they can continue to sell products until that review is done properly, and I guess done under supervision. And
why? It should be independent. These decisions should be independent of government. The TGA is obviously the puppet of the Australian government. The FDA is the puppet of the US government. They should be totally independent organizations. They should not be beholden to policy.
Well, the head of the FDA, probably the same thing as the TGA, is appointed by the president.
Well, we don't have a president, but yes, essentially appointed by the health minister, and while they do the bidding of the government, they will remain in that position.
Yeah, because and they're actually saying, even with all the political pressure against Juul, that Juul, Views, and Blue will all most likely have their PMTAs approved, and they will be the only ones in the United States to actually have an application approved. The last time the FDA approved a PMTA was to Philip Morris for IQOS. And now IQOS is no longer allowed to be sold in the US because of patent infringement. And it's funny because I received a mailer Beth and I both received mailers the other day from Philip Morris / IQOS with coupons to go buy IQOS products.
But you sit there and just go, the stupidity of all this fighting against the tide with a fork is just fucking crazy. But I mean, in other news, Mr. Bloomberg has been called out, which I severely love because he has basically bribed, I would say, I don't think there's a better word for it, bribed the Philippines version of the FDA into banning e-liquids and
he went further than that. He pretty much bribed the president. He pretty much bribed Duarte, handed him a briefcase full of cash and said, here, this is what I want you to do.
Yep. So the link for that article is in the chat, and I seriously hope, because Bloomberg's pulling the strings with the WHO as well.
Oh, absolutely.
So, I seriously hope that they are, called to account for their bullshit, because, you can't have a billionaire, because he's a billionaire, he doesn't know fucking what I want or need. Yeah. Stop interfering in everyone else's shit. But you can wake up, Nick. We're gonna finish this little section in a second, mate. You can perk up. but like you guys in the UK, you to a degree, you super insulated from all the bullshit that's happening, and same with New Zealand. But when it comes down to it, the rest of the world is trying to get on with doing things, and we're just being hammered.
That's the thing. We're lucky that we've actually got the Royal College of Physicians on our side and Public Health England as well, that are that are actually making legislation and everything, and making vaping possible in the UK.
Well, yeah, in the UK, they are railing against the WHO as well. So that is something that our country isn't doing. America is not doing. Canada is another one. They're not doing it. It is just absolute bullshit that it all paths lead back to Bloomberg and his money.
Yeah.
It's wrong that because you have money, you can influence any decision by government. And it doesn't matter whether it's lobbying or anything like that. It's fucking corruption. It's simple as that. And, they're not even trying to hide it now. That's the scariest thing. It's like it's all out in the open for everyone to see. They don't care. It's
the way they're spinning so many of these numbers that the FDA is putting out there, then they want to spin them their way. I'm surprised they're not dizzy from all the spinning they're doing.
What was the number that you were talking about before with open systems and kids? The percentage.
0.7% of kids are using open systems, and that is basically 100% of what's been banned is open system e-liquid.
Yeah,
but we haven't even gotten to devices yet. There's not been one word about any devices whatsoever.
Yeah. So to protect the 0.7 or 0.07? 0.07?
0.7.
Yeah, okay. So 0.7% of the children that vape use an open system. So to protect them, you kill off 6.5 million
applications.
And
you have 500,000 Americans every year that die from smoking related illnesses, and they could give a fuck about that right now.
But then you were saying Juul were probably going to get past the PMTA process and actually be allowed to sell their stuff. So I mean, kids. If kids are going to get a hold of stuff, they're going to get a hold of stuff.
And they don't care.
That's easily hidden.
And they don't give a shit about the flavor.
Yeah.
If the menthol and the tobacco flavors get approved, because I know for a fact that RJ Reynolds, the ones that make Views, they did put a PMTA in for a berry flavor. Now I'm guessing that probably will get the boot. That won't see the light of day. That will get an MDO. But actually right now, they're not even selling the berry flavor. They don't even have it on the market right now.
Fuck you, pugs. but anyway, everyone can wake up now. We've done our advocacy. I would love to, I could chat about this shit all day and how much bullshit is going on. But everyone can use Google and everyone can see it. And that's the shame, that everyone can see it and they don't give a fat rat's ass.
No.
So,
Yeah, if you're not a vapor, you don't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, until they come after something that you do care about, everyone's up in arms over mandated vaccines, right? But what about mandated smoking? Because if you're a vapor, they're essentially saying, no, you can't vape, but you can smoke if you want to. So they're mandating that you can't put something in your body while also mandating that you have to have something put in your body.
Yeah. Like right now, if all school children in the state of California have to be vaccinated or they're not allowed to go to school. So now they're denying an education over a vaccination choice.
Oh dear. Oh well. Yeah, you're right there, Rocky. More people get run over by school buses than get affected by vaping. But yeah, look, it's a massive pain in the ass. And I don't, like in Australia, I don't think there's anything we can now do until Hunt gets out.
Yeah.
Or the TGA change it to a prescription model, from a prescription model rather.
That's the other thing. I mean, legislation shouldn't be written by somebody that just doesn't like something.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Do
that's
you have
happening.
something similar in Australia like we have here, like change.org, where if enough people like sign up to a petition, it has to be read in government?
If there sort of is, but it's more, it doesn't have to be change.org. It's any petition that reaches a certain level, can get presented into Parliament, but there is no requirement for them to do anything about it. Like when Hunt tried to ban shit last year, he wanted a blanket ban on the importation of nicotine. There was a massive petition brought in Parliament. I think it had 120,000 signatures.
Yep.
28 ministers of his own government backed vaping as a consumer product.
Yep.
So he backed down on that one. This is his third attempt, and what he's done is he's circumvented Parliament by going directly to the TGA bureaucrats, saying reschedule nicotine to a prescription.
Set up a petition asking for the whole process to be reviewed.
Well,
because the whole process is flawed.
The problem is
fatally flawed.
The problem is though,
and it's sorry, Liam. Let me just finish a minute. And it's actually a danger to health.
Yeah.
And on that basis, I think you would get enough signatures to have it brought up in Parliament again.
The one thing that happened in the States and that I think is trying to be avoided here in Australia is that in the States there were lots and lots of small advocacy groups that were all pulling the rope in slightly different directions. And that was detrimental to the overall result. Now, here in Australia, we have a couple of really good advocates, in legalised vaping with Brian Marlowe and Colin Mendelsohn and, some really good advocates for vaping. And I think if we have lots of little, advocacy groups that don't always agree 100%, then the rope gets pulled in different directions and everything gets diluted. So having a single body control the advocacy, I think, is probably a really good way to do it. Legalisevaping.com.au have a list of all the representatives, what their stance is on vaping. So if you're in Australia and you put your postcode in or your zip code and you have a look at your senator and your member of parliament, have a look and see if they support vaping. If they don't, there's a federal election just on the, I think it's early next year or late this year. They haven't announced it yet, but if your MP does not support vaping, hammer them. If they are undecided, hammer them. Get them to come down on a side one way or another so you can adjust your vote accordingly. If you divide up the number of vapors in Australia, is 600,000 odd vapors. If you divide them up evenly amongst the electorate, each electorate has about 3,500 vapors. 3,500 vapors in an electorate can turn a fucking election.
It happened here.
Yeah.
We've gotten senators elected. Now, granted, they turned on us once they got in there. They forgot who got them in there. And now there's a Congress someone running for Congress in Missouri who's trying to kiss our ass and trying to get our support. And I basically told them, it's like, listen, you and every other politician has asked for our vote, and then once you got it, you forgot who we are. And there's nothing you can tell me that's going to change my mind to that.
Yeah. But Pugs is getting it. Pugs and Nick, the children in the room, are getting a bit restless, and they keep sending messages that are just totally fucking random. So, Pugs, take it away, mate. I'm not saying another fucking word, but we are at an hour and 30, so we
cannot read that chat because it is not nice at all.
Oh no, I've been seeing them scroll up on the screen, and I'd just like to say.
See, this is what happens when you start going on about boring shit. When there's children in the room.
You included.
I tell you what, next week we'll do a little advocacy section, but only if you and Nick have your Lego with you.
No, I was thinking more.
Right, if you haven't got your Lego, then we'll.
I think colouring books might be more their speed.
I could colour. I'm all right with that.
Well, in between the lines as well, Bugs?
Probably not.
but we're at an hour and 30, and I know. Have you got a show today, Frank?
Yes, I do.
Yep. So you'll probably have to get off to get ready for that. But so we might wind up because everyone in chat's asleep, everyone on the panel's asleep, and I'm putting myself to sleep, and Frank's going, fucking shut the fuck up. So what we might
you two
do
are a
is,
bad combo. You two just like, yeah.
Well, we're both in places now where we have to advocate, and for you guys, you're not so much in that spot, and I totally get it being boring to you because it doesn't affect you.
I'm totally interested in everything you're saying.
It's because in the UK vaping is not seen the same way as it is like anywhere else. Basically, all the public health England, the NHS, even the government are for it.
Yeah.
And that just makes such a massive difference.
And because, unfortunately, your crew consists of a load of selfish bastards.
Yeah.
We don't care what you're going about.
A load of palms. Yeah.
So, your problem, you deal with
it. Yeah, well, that's it. And look, I get that. I do get that. And New Zealand is in a good position as well. So, between New Zealand and the UK, Australia should be on that same bus, because you guys have got it.
Yeah.
But
anyway. I do understand that we should care.
You just don't.
It's unfortunate that,
well,
these are the people
if you think about it like you think about it like this, Pugs, all right, if, for example, Canada, Australia, US all outright banned vaping, how many devices do you reckon China are going to be putting out?
I've got enough, but I'll tell you what, I'd probably over here and then I'd make a fucking killing.
I got to tell you, if that happened and China stopped supplying them, we'd start making them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they'd actually be made here in the UK.
I reckon I could make
which is great until you look at Mini, Aston Martin, all of the excellent wiring.
Do you mean everything's been bought by Germany? Everything's been bought by Germany.
They only become
basically, even if all of that happened, there would be 3D printed mods all over the fucking place. So
and bring in Johnny from Overkill. He does some fucking good mods, all 3D printed.
There are a load of talented mod makers.
His prices are fucking really good.
I mean, that's the whole
he's a nice guy.
You can buy a China mod for $50, or you could buy a US mod for $300.
So do your fucking worst. There's always a solution. Always.
Oh yeah,
Johnny from Overkill Mods. Actually, I've not talked about him on this show, but I really like this guy because he's a really nice guy, and he does 3D printed mods to order. And I didn't actually know about him until I met him on Simon's show a couple of weeks ago, and I checked his website out, and his prices are pretty reasonable. Fucking good, actually. For something fair, I mean, I know 3D printed mods. I've had a problem in the past because they usually been overpriced. Like Boxer, really going to charge that for a 3D printed mod? $400? I don't fucking think so.
Yeah, I got other opinions on that.
160 quid for a custom 3D printed mod with a PWM board in it. For me, That's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely
So
fine.
and he does pretty well out of it, and he's got a really big following. And in fact,
Thing is,
I'm going
well,
to chat
if
with him. We'll get him on the show.
I guarantee everyone here's got one as well. If you've got a tube mech mod sitting in a cupboard and you've got a battery, you can vape.
Yeah.
Something that's never going to break
Yep.
because it's
Exactly. I mean, that's
no
Exactly.
frills.
And a dripper. Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
hurt somebody with this. This thing weighs a couple of pounds.
Yeah, I don't use Max that well. Well, I use Max now.
But if you were forced to, if there was suddenly no more, like
No more DNA boards.
Well,
no
you
more.
know, I got
more
this
wire.
this week from a friend of ours.
Yeah, I love my
I
This
mean, I've
fucking
got
thing.
enough kit sitting around me to last me till I die.
I've
Oh,
got
yeah, we'll be
several
fine, but-
lifetimes of kit. I have to mention to Aaron, who sold me this, by the way, this week. This thing is the heaviest fucking mod I've ever known in my life. I'm not even.
They're
fucking
about
joking.
800 grams or so.
I tried to. I was gonna do a comparison with the one that you made me with this. I was gonna do a side by side weigh, but the scales won't take it.
Yeah.
So
That's
more
like
than
that-
500 grams.
it must be 4 times the weight of this.
That's
Solid
like that
brass,
TV,
though,
that
mate,
TV
yeah.
that TVL mod I have is the same way. I think I can't put it on the scale. I have to
I
put it on like a
fucking love it. I
bathroom
love
scale.
that though. I love that desktop mod. I love that shit. Great.
It's not something you can put in your track pants if you
Can
go
you
out.
fuck- You could put anything. If you had a tightest belt in the
Unless
world
you have
with jeans,
unless you have a heart on.
this would fucking break his fucking jean belt. No problem.
Behind it at Christmas though for cracking walnuts with.
You could kill somebody with it. I'm not even joking. You could literally kill somebody with it. If I drop this on my foot, I'd never walk again.
But anyway, what we might do is we might wind up. We'll have a bit of an after
After
party.
show.
Do you want to post the link, Tam, or shall I, mate? You got the link handy?
I think I do.
Oh my god! I up my duck got a fucking.
I do.
He got a Stormbreaker and a Rule Breaker from Deck in the Vapors for 40 quid each.
Copy.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Holy
That is-
crap.
No, I got a picture.
Since when did DV do hardware?
That's 500 quid with the
DV's done
stuff.
hardware for quite a while now.
That's 500 quid with the stuff. Easy.
Wow.
Bargain.
There
Fuck
it
me.
is. Okay.
I thought
here
we
go.
were on good terms. I don't like Decadent Vapes anymore. Why did they not tell us about
Got it.
that? Waff down. This is your fault.
Oh,
Your
sorry,
fault.
mate. I'm sorry. I didn't know they had the rule breaker on for that price either. But oh, there's a special on the Saga too for the US. I think it's 60 odd bucks down from 200 for
What?
the or 150 or so. But it's the acrylic one only. They don't have the metal, but the acrylic one is still a damn
What is
fine
their
mod.
site
So.
again? I just my mind went blank.
Vapors Cloud with a
Vapors
Z.
Cloud. Yeah.
.com.
Okay, got it.
So yeah, look, it's a good 30 mil series mech. So if you're in the market for one, they're on sale right now. So go grab one.
Nice.
But anyway, we'll wind up now. So guys, we will see you next week with Andy from Dovpo UK with a few things to give away in the Wheel of Mixfortune. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next week.
Great
guys.
shot.
Bye.
Great
Bye
show.
now.
Bye,
See you
everybody.
later.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
everybody.
Bye.